Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ruzanna and my metric number is A20A2314. Today I'll be presenting my industrial training report presentation, a case study of Schneider Electric Industries Sendirian Berhad, the company that I've undergone my internship period for 4 months. First and foremost, the background of the industry, the background of the company that I have undergone my internship for 4 months, which is Schneider Electric Malaysia. Schneider Electric is a French multinational company which specializes in digital automation and energy management. It addresses homes, buildings, data centers, infrastructure, and industries, and automation with software. Their major products include automation and control products such as low voltage products and systems, solar and energy storage, medium voltage distribution, and etc. The Schneider Electric also offers energy and sustainability services, field and automation, cloud consulting, and training services. Moving on to the next part, which is the role of each unit and department involved. These are the number of departments that are available at Schneider Electric: human resources, business development, marketing, engineering and IT, global supply chain, sales and finance, operations management, and customer services and projects. Company operating activities. Schneider Electric drives digital transformation by integrating world leading process and energy technologies. They have endpoint to cloud connecting products, control software, and services across the entire life cycle, and for homes, buildings, data centers, and industries. Their business environment mostly includes local and international connections, for example, plants which are in Vietnam, India, China, and US, Hub Europe, France, Hub Asia, Cheongnam Logistics, Bolloré Logistics, Maersk, Seva, BDP International, DHL, and of course, FedEx. Moving on to the next part, which is the scope of exposure to student, which is the tasks assigned by industrial supervisor. So these are all the tasks and the work that I have done throughout my 4 months of internship period with Schneider Electric, which is firstly is to in monitoring and sustaining the service level in the supply chain through reporting KPIs like on-time delivery, bill of lading, delivery date, and net satisfaction score of delivery, driving the supply chain activities to align, such as sales, inventory, operations, and planning commitments. I have also been trained with the SAP system and the Tableau software for everyday analysis. I've assisted in the warehouse personal material handlers with SAP system. I have maintained the KPI reporting every day through relative to logistics and supplier performance, and I have also assisted in the organization and analysis of logistics and transportation services throughout the 4 months of commitment into my internship period. Aspect that had been studied. Being a logistics intern in Schneider Electric, I have learned the true job scope of logistics intern in the global supply chain department of Schneider Electric. I have also learned how to use the Microsoft Excel application for everyday work task completion. I have also been trained on using the SAP and Tableau software system for everyday work commitments. I have been able to communicate with people professionally, and I have also applied the subjects that I have learned into the real working world of the logistics industry. Moving on to the next section, which is the contribution to the industry and company. So these are all the contribution that I have done, that I have given wholeheartedly, sincerely, and hardworkingly, which is in the publication of KPI for OTD and OTC dashboard performance of daily, weekly, and monthly. I've assisted in the Tableau software to retrieve data for the on-time confirmed performance for daily monitoring. I've assisted in the SAP software to retrieve data from Excel to XLOOKUP functions and pivot tables for the Schneider Electric Overseas Asia Singapore shipments. I've assisted in the weekly review with sales to push out stock available linked with the sales order. And also, I've assisted in the daily monitoring and weekly proactive management of potential lead lines and expedite with supplier, assisted in the daily monitoring and weekly review with regional transport, and also my contribution in the assisting and of the weekly review with replenishment and planning of the late line items. Suggestions for improvements. So here are some of my suggestions that I would recommend. Firstly is to assist the team members to achieve high success goals. Secondly, to establish excellent strategized plan to monitor proactive management of potential deadlines and expedite with supplier. Thirdly, to improve customer experience through logistics management that help to provide quality service. Fourthly, is to foster strong relationship with suppliers to enable accurate lead times, reduce safety stock, and improve overall inventory. And fifth is to invest in new technology where we can optimize transportation routes and modes to reduce the lead times and minimize unnecessary costs. Challenges of task execution. So, some of the challenges that I went through during my internship period for 4 months, which are firstly is to the Microsoft Excel learning application of how I have to learn by myself and how I can apply in my daily work task routine. I have to understand and implement the job scope correctly. I have to learn quickly and execute the work tasks on time with accurate performance, deal with customers and suppliers for delivery demands, and produce clean work with correct data and information. Moving on to the next part, which is the added value in student knowledge. Firstly, is self reliance in every task done. Second, is to always maintain and sustain a professional behavior. Thirdly, is networking, partnerships, and international collaborations of Schneider Electric global supply chain. And fourthly, is I have more work experiences in the logistics industry by being a logistics intern, where I can create a lots of networking, collaboration, connections with people, and how I can sustain a professional behavior, and also implementing self reliance in myself, completing the work tasks that are given. That is all for my presentation today. Wholeheartedly, I would like to thank Schneider Electric Malaysia for this amazing, wonderful experience and opportunity by being a logistics intern in Schneider Electric, for all the experiences, creation, connections, networking, establishments, and the um, great experiences that I have learned here. And I am forever grateful for this chance, for this opportunity. And thank you, Schneider Electric, for this amazing 4 months of internship period here. Thank you.